you're watching this video if you have come to a point of feeling like a major shift and change is taking place in your life. There is no room for things to continue the way that they have been going previously. And I'm here to share some messages about this portal that we're going through. It's currently just after Christmas, December 26th, but this will find you over the next few weeks or whenever this message is relevant to you in your life. So, letting go of the old is going to allow either this old thing to return with a new energy, or it is going to allow for its spiritual equivalent to enter your life. Either the equivalent or the upgrade, the next step, the next level in the evolution of what you are doing in your life at this time. If you cling to this old thing, it is going to shatter. You have to let it go in order for it to either come back anew, where your inner world has changed in a way that you can actually receive it correctly, or you're going to invite in something even greater, its equivalent or greater. So worry not about letting go of whatever this is, because whatever is coming next is going to be so much more aligned for you on your journey at this time. So don't stress about letting things go when you know that the next phase of your life is welcoming in something even greater. You don't lose energy in your life. It shifts and it evolves, and you cannot lose out on what is for you. If something is meant to come back, it will. If it's not, lovingly wish it well, wish it peace, whatever this is, a job, a relationship, a circumstance in life that has brought you grief. The way to step into the next phase is not by holding on to resentment, anger, ill will. What you project comes back to you, so send it away with love, knowing that your heart is open and expanded to receive even more beautiful gifts that life is about to offer you. So trust this process, trust your process, trust the timing. Do not grip onto things, do not put your claws into things. Allow space, hold it gently, and with love. You may have negative thoughts towards this thing, so how do you reframe without dishonoring your emotions? Feel your emotions, let them exist and let them be there. Take the lessons from this situation, and then realize that life is always taking care of itself. Realize that evolution happens naturally without anyone or anything needing to do anything. Life is constantly evolving. Life is moving and shifting in ways that recycles love back into itself. Life takes care of itself. So come to the realization, to the truth of the matter, that no matter what this negative event that you have to let go of, whatever is happening, the truth of the situation is that it is happening for you. As cliche as that sounds, it is happening for your evolution and growth, for life itself, for the evolution and growth of life itself, of you. So trust this process, trust the timing of life, trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be, and shift into a loving state so that you can recognize and receive the next level, the next stage, quicker, with more grace. Because the more you grip onto the old, the longer it's going to take to declaw so that we can receive, to make space for the new. your field responds to your internal energy. You don't deny your emotions about the thing. So if something has upset you, if you need to grieve and cry, feel anger, all of those things, feel it and let it wash through you. Do not hold onto these emotions, but it is essential to feel these emotions so that you're not suppressing them, so that they're not lingering in you, but let them be like, I'm imagining like a clawing through clouds. So you are the cloud, a claw will come through you, it will be painful temporarily, feel the pain temporarily and let it move through. Your triggers are challenges. So if this was a triggering situation, if you have lingering triggers about this situation, how do you remain in love? And so how do you manifest, how do we get to the next stage while we're being triggered, while we're feeling anger, while we're feeling pain, distortion of perception? And I say distortion of perception because ultimately everything is love. If we can come into stillness, that is the ultimate truth of it all. But we are human, we're here for the ride, we're here for the experience. So don't be concerned about negative emotions, but don't let them linger. And how do we move through these emotions to realize the truth of things? How can you remain in love? You're clinging to external concepts. You're clinging to external happenings. The key is to turn inwards into stillness, either meditation, getting into your body, yoga movement, walking, swimming, any sort of activity, art, anything creative that you can do with your hands, cooking, cleaning, or attending to your needs rather than fixing things on the outside. Come in here, or come into your immediate surroundings, like cleaning a piece of your room, or washing your car, or going grocery shopping. Like, what is it in your life? Not controlling other people, not controlling other circumstances. What is it in your life that you need to take action on in order to tend to your own needs, water your own garden so it can grow and blossom and attract the birds and the bees and all of the things that we want to see in our garden? It's not a matter of controlling outside circumstances, it's a matter of coming inwards and becoming a magnet by alchemizing negative feelings and asking our inner child, like, what are we missing right now? If I'm feeling like I'm lacking something, how can I give this to myself? Essential in creating what we actually want to create in our lives. We do need to take action towards achieving our goals, but to take action from a negative space is not how those goals are going to be reached. The more we stress about things in a negative way, the more likely we are to move irrationally, to fumble, to trip over our own feet, right? We need to be in a calm, loving, smooth, graceful space to attract exactly that energy. Your fear and your doubt is making you a slave. So, but you fear and you doubt things, right? Because you've had experiences that make you go, well, this is what happens, right? So of course everything in my life goes wrong. Like, how am I ever gonna feel like something positive is gonna happen when this is like constantly showing up like this? How do we reprogram what we seem to know as reality? It's by taking action with your body in the direction of trusting what you want is going to happen. So let me say, for example, if you if you think you want a relationship, you're going to have to go on a date with a few people, or something like this. Like, you're not going to achieve it if you are sitting in your room hiding from the world. You will have to eventually somehow get out of your space, meet some people, flirt with some people, whatever it is. You might not trust yet that this outcome will be good, but you need to take the steps in that direction in order to establish any sort of trust in your body that things are going to work out in this direction. It is an act of faith that you need to pursue in your own life. I can't think of any more examples, but the key is to, when things look like they're not going to work out, you still need to take those steps. If you want to have a strong, healthy, muscular body, you can't just wish for that to happen. Even if you think it's never going to happen, what have you got to do? You got to show up at the gym. You got to show up at the gym like certain amount of days a week to make that happen. You need to, like, and maybe that's not the greatest example, but when everything is looking like it is your darkest hour, you need to take the opposite action in order to create any chance of the opposite happening. Acts of faith are going to restore your body's internal judgment and this system of awareness of creating, of how to create a reality that you would prefer to see. So get in the habit of taking action regardless of the outside circumstance, because what is happening internally is what's going to create the external. You cannot rely on external validation, because imagine everything is going wrong and you just give up. It's not going to work. You absolutely need to take control of your energy and reprogram your inner world and your thinking and your negative beliefs by taking action in the direction of creativity and of love and of trust. You need to prepare for good. If you prepare for the bad thing to happen, you're setting yourself up to experience those circumstances. Prepare for the best to unfold. End of story. End of story. So, yeah, that's actually about it. I hope this was helpful. This felt like it was an important message to share. I haven't been super, I haven't been super up to date with like making videos regularly, but when it feels like the intuitive nudge hits, I jump on, no makeup, I'm here, I have to share, and I'm going to keep following those intuitive nudges myself in order to create the reality that I want to create. So I'm literally doing it as you're watching this, so I hope that in itself is a message and a sign for you. Sending you so much love and peace on your journey. Trust the process, trust where you're at, and trust that your next actions will determine the state of your inner world and magnetize everything that you want to create. I love you very much.